Creatine, the white powder of God. Should you take it or shouldn't you? Well, in my opinion, everyone should wait till they're 18 to take it. I have had my experience with it last month and a half, and before that, I used to weigh around, like, my heaviest was like 205, not on creatine. This was like a couple months ago, and I was honestly I look obese looking. Like, I looked like an actual ball, a ball of strength, but I looked like a ball. I'll pop up some clips of it here. I also had my head shaved, and I felt like a meatball everywhere I went. I felt like a mini Eddie Hall. But this is actually perfect because, so I started taking creatine, I'd say like a month and a half ago, and I was like 180. I'll pop up some clips there. I was like 180. I looked good, very lean, probably the best I've ever looked. But I mean, I feel like any lifter knows, as soon as you get shredded, you feel small, so you go back to wanting to feel big. So I went on a bulk again, but this time with creatine. I never took creatine. I always wanted to when I was younger. When I started lifting at like 16 and a half. I always wanted to take creatine, but I have older brothers that never like allowed me to take anything. They didn't even let me take like protein powder until like 17, for their own reasons. But I'm eternally grateful because I feel like also, one of the cool things, I'll get into how my physique looked after I took creatine, but one of the cool things about taking creatine like after like you're 18 or later in life, or after like 18 to be honest, is that like you make all your newbie gains, like all like max newbie gains, and then a lot of people like kind of like start to plateau. But if you do all your newbie gains before you take creatine, and then at least this happened for me, is once I took creatine, I went like I kept going on this instead of going like and then going like this. Like right now I feel like I'm growing the same amount as when I started lifting. So it's sick in that aspect. It's like, I don't know how people like say, if you like wait till you reach your maximum potential naturally, then you take steroids. I feel like the same thing for creatine. At least that's how I experienced it. Was like I made my max newbie gains, and then I started taking creatine, and now I feel like I pushed the envelope of my newbie gains as much as I could. But in terms of physique wise, also this is the Echo Vision. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I have another camera right here. I don't know if you guys see it. It's pretty cheap, honestly, why I got it. Also, that if you're a teenager, I heard you don't want to, like, once you start it, you don't want to stop. So make sure you got, I don't know, at least for me, like, make sure you have some money saved up. That way, just in case anything happens, you don't run out of creatine. My physique though, like right now, for me, I feel good, and I'm at like 202, 201, 202. Like in the mornings, probably like 198. And I'm way leaner, way like less bulky than when I was 205 last time. Like when I show you guys clips of when I was 205, I just looked like a ball, and like I felt like my face and everything like just super droopy. And now I'm 198, 202, and I feel like I look much different than last time. And the training's been the same. Like I honestly haven't switched up my training in like 2 years, so I wasn't really a big proponent of creatine. Especially, I just felt like it was kind of a waste of money. I feel like I did everything else right, and I maximized all my other things like sleep, water. Water's a big thing, especially if you're on creatine. But after, I made huge progress. Like I made huge progress. I look way leaner at 202 than I did at 205. I mean, 3 pounds difference. I don't think that's the difference, but way leaner. I feel good. I haven't noticed like any cognitive abilities. I don't know. I've also heard that, like, I guess you think clearly. But my experience with it is, if I were you, if you're under 18, I'd wait till I'm 18. I mean, if you're 17, go for it. But I'd wait till like you're 18. After 18, start taking it, and you'll feel. I'm sure you can take it before 18. Like, I'm not saying, but you'll feel. In my experience, like, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just telling you from what happened to me. You guys should wait till you're 18, then start taking it, because you'll just your newbie gains will be like, damn, I'm not really getting that much bigger as I used to, because you'll just start to feel down on yourself. And you take the creatine, and then you keep pushing it. You're just like, damn, I feel like when I started, like making progress like every 2 weeks. So I recommend this creatine. It's really cheap on TikTok Shop. But yeah, when you guys see the clips, hopefully my clips aren't bad. Hopefully you guys see that the difference in how much I weigh the same and how different I look between those two weights. But yeah, that's about it. I was just telling you guys my experience. Hopefully you guys learn something and take something away from taking creatine. It's probably the best supplement out there that I've tried so far. I've only tried one supplement, this, and I guess protein powder is a supplement too. So this and protein powder. Actually, I don't even take protein powder. I don't know, it kind of like messes up my throat, but that's another topic for another day. Yeah, good stuff. If you're a teenager, recommend it. Wait a little bit, but if you can't, I understand. That was a doobie tip of the day.